Welcome back to another Lost Ark video. In this video I just wanted to show you what I documented about Guardian raids. Now this is just the information I got, the average yield per harvested soul, because I don't believe a lot of people know exactly what you get out of doing a Guardian raid, especially as it takes quite a bit of time depending on the raid you do. So first up we have Chromanium. I had 2 characters, each did 10 runs for a total of 20 runs, and we averaged out at 50 destruction crystals, 160 guardian, 7 leap stones and 2 items. I should say here that guardian raids are very consistent, so if you go in, you probably get, and you do a Chromanium run, you probably get 7 leap stones, approximately plus 5% of the destruction and guardian crystals. So you can plan around this. In comparison, chaos dungeons are very volatile in their output, so guardian raids always pretty consistent. Next we have the first tier 1 guardian, which is Alligators. I recommend fighting him as little as possible because he has a shit layout on his map and he teleports all over. However, he gives on the tier 2 materials 23 destruction on average. I did this one 10 times as well. 70 guardian, 3 leap stones and 2.5 items, sometimes 2, sometimes 3. And in comparison, we have Alligators, which is 2 levels higher, with 880 eye level instead of 802. And this one is a lot easier to fight in my opinion. Recommend this one a lot more. He gives 35 destruction, 100 guardian, 5 leap stones, again 2.6 items this time, and he was the only one in my 50-60 guardian runs that gave me an engraving. It was a rare igniter, so I did get a little bit extra money. However, engravings are just super rare in guardian raids. So as a comparison, we have approximately 30-40% more increase for the eye level. So it is worth mentioning that you do get an increase if you do higher tier content. However, some of the higher tier content can be difficult, like Alligators or the other Sandstorm guy that I only fought once because I don't want to deal with those. However, I do have the Lava Chromanium as well, which I did 10 times. This one is a huge jump in eye level in comparison to the one before. We got 52 destruction, 170 guardian, 8 leap stones and 2.4 items. Now again, a good 30-40% increase in items and materials you get. And I believe the leap stones are tradable in guardian raids, so you can make some extra money that way. I don't know if that is only for tier 3, but I believe tier 2 as well. Tier 1 I don't have an idea. I didn't really check that. And next we have tier 3. I only had access to 2 guardians. One of them armored Nikrasena, the Scorpion. I do like this fight. He has 21 destruction, 65 guardian, 3 leap stones and 2.5 items. In comparison, the next one you can fight, Alligators, has 32 destruction, 78 guardian, 4.2 leap stones and 2 items. So again, you get, how much is that, like 30-40% again, or nah, more like 10 or 20% increase. You do get the higher tier accessories for Alligators, and this fight is surprisingly fast because he has so little HP. He dies in like 6-7 minutes in comparison to the Scorpion. However, I am of the opinion the tier 3 Guardians are just a ton. They are just leagues above the tier 2 variants. I love fighting these a lot more. However, in comparison to Chaos Dungeons, what do you get and what difference do you get is there? So I did document Chaos Dungeons as well, and we have here the average for the 1340 Chaos Dungeon. So on average you get 50 Destruction instead of only 30. You get 150 Guardian instead of 70. You get less Leap Stones, and I don't believe they are tradable in Chaos Dungeons. Could be wrong though. You get 13 items which you can disassemble, which I do have in this equation instead of only 2 items. You get 55,000 silver or shillings, 1.5k shards, and in 10 of the Chaos Dungeon runs I got 2 tickets, one for the Boss Rush and one for the Cube. And in comparison, I like Chaos Dungeons are not any investment instead of the Guardian raids, because you do them most of the time in a team. However, 6 minutes is not that much investment. And that is mostly the data that I documented. This is just for prosperity, for people that interest what you get out of the Guardian raids, and if maybe it is more profitable to do them with your blessing. So wait a day, do one next day. Maybe you don't lose that much after all.